mean, that's cool, though, because if he wasn't... If we had avoided that somehow, people might not see that scene. Or maybe, I don't know.
Seen what scene?
Like, that whole scene. Like, if Marcus never gets shot, if Marcus runs away, they don't see him resurrecting himself.
Maybe we just... If we don't fight back, we just get our asses beat, and then we still get thrown away.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm just saying, like, I don't know if there's a possibility that maybe people don't see that scene, and if there is a possibility, I'm glad that we saw it. That's all. Mostly because it's really messed up, and you guys know I love messed up things.
Why do you love it so much?
I don't
so
know.
Weird.
I don't know.
So messed up.
You're the one that you love horror movies more than I do.
I know. I like it. I like just seeing bodies being... Like, here's the thing. I don't like seeing human suffering, but I like seeing, like...
Bodies being ripped apart?
Bodies being ripped apart. But I don't like seeing people, like...
I was kidding.
No.
I was saying that as a joke.
No, I like seeing the bodies being, like, ripped apart and, like... Or, like, body horror.
But only if
or,
they
like,
had sex, so they deserve it?
No.
I'm kidding. That's
I mean,
a horror
like,
movie trope.
Like in Hellraiser, when everyone's just, like, a disgusting fuck. So I'm like, alright, like, I'll allow it. I don't know. I just like seeing people just being cut up and shit. Quick deaths. That's what I'm into. Quick deaths. Mm-hmm. If the death is, like, emotional suffering or, like, prolonged torture or defenseless people just, like, being mistreated for long periods of time, no. Just rip them in half.
See, I guess, like, I find it okay as long as, like, everybody is dying, because then it's like, you know, it's not like some people are being punished unfairly. They're all getting killed by a serial killer, so it's like, you know?
I like seeing shitty people being, like, ripped in half. I like seeing lots of blood and lots of guts, but I don't like seeing people suffering emotionally. If someone grabs them by the jaw and then rips them apart and they die, I'm like, cool, fast death.
Getting your jaw ripped off is not a fast death.
Relative to emotional pain, maybe. I just like seeing gore, man.
Hello, Amanda.
I like seeing monsters that are, like,
Connor,
all messed up.
It's good to see you. Congratulations, Connor. Finding that deviant was far from easy. And the way you interrogated it was very clever. You've been remarkably efficient, Connor.
Thank you, Amanda.
We've asked the DPD to transfer it to us for further study. It may teach us something about what happened. The interrogation seemed challenging. What did you think of the deviant?
It showed signs of PTSD after being abused by its owner. As if its original program had been completely replaced by new instructions.
This Lieutenant Anderson has been officially assigned to the deviancy case. What do you make of him?
I find him unpleasant and unprofessional. He seems to have an addictive personality, has a lack of respect for procedure, and despises androids, which makes our relationship difficult.
Unfortunately, we have no choice but to work with him. What do you think is the best approach?
Adapt.
I will adapt to his personality. It is in the best interest of the investigation that I avoid conflict and try to accommodate his psychology.
I think she disapproved of that.
More and more androids show signs of deviancy. There are millions in circulation. If they become unstable, the consequences will be disastrous. You're the most advanced prototype CyberLife has ever created.
Ooh, we're a prototype.
If anyone can figure out what's happening, it's you.
You can count on me, Amanda.
She wanted us to not adapt, but be ourselves.
Hurry, Connor. There's little time.
I think she wanted us to be an individual rather than conform.
Well, also, if we're so advanced, then we shouldn't be trying to be like every other android.
Yeah.
Can I help you?
I'm here to see Lieutenant Anderson.
Do you have authorization?
Yes.
Mind meld.
Lieutenant Anderson hasn't arrived yet, but you can wait at his desk.
Find Lieutenant Anderson's desk.
Tensions in the Arctic have reached a new level. A Russian carrier and an American patrol boat reported to have clashed last night.
Oh.
Several warning shots were exchanged, apparently with no damage or casualties to either side. The Minister for Defense, Dennis Riggs, has spoken of intolerable provocation that cannot go unanswered. The countries in the region, particularly Sweden and Canada, have called for military forces to withdraw and an international conference to be held. So far, there has been no response from either Moscow or Washington. We'll keep you informed minute by minute as the situation develops.
You gonna, go in there, or?
I will. Hold on. I wish you could just
No. I
understand the pain I'm going through with these controls.
I can see it happen at the moments where the camera switches and he abruptly goes like. "Argh."
So much information. Okay.
Well, because we're looking at desks.
Okay.
Oh, you see all the. Yeah. So his desk will probably be one of the empty desks.
Probably be the messy one. This one. No. Okay.
What about this one? The one with.
You and you
Yeah.
with me.
Excuse me. Do you know what time Lieutenant Anderson usually arrives?
Depends on where he was the night before. If we're lucky, we'll see him before noon.
This
Thanks.
guy's allowed to do whatever he wants, huh?
Lieutenant Anderson doesn't give any fucks. I think that's abundantly clear.
He must be good at his job if he's allowed to do whatever.
That's your assumption?
I don't know.
Hi, honey. You okay?
I think the implication is usually just that the place that they're working at doesn't give any fucks. You know
Go
what I mean?
see the deviants. Sorry, what?
Learn more about Lieutenant Anderson. The 3 laws of robotic parenting.
What does that mean?
Means having an android stand in for your parent, I guess.
Or your child.
Oh my god! For
your child.
children! Family life has never been easier. When CyberLife initially released their child range, the public were skeptical of purchasing a family. Now, the collection is one of CyberLife's best sellers, but is this really a surprise?
Remember AI, artificial intelligence?
No.
Oh my god. I watched that as a kid and just cried so hard. Because it's about a robot or an android who is designed to love.
It's Haley Joel Osment, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's designed to love, but then when the kid that they bought him to replace recovers from his disease, they basically just kind of
Spoilers.
No, it's like the beginning of the movie.
Oh.
It's like the premise of they just basically just throw him away. Mm-hmm. And then he goes on a sort of adventure, and his only wish is to be loved.
Uh-huh.
They designed him to be loved, and nobody will love him.
Customizable, removable LED, no hunger, no expensive childcare, no new clothes, and not to mention no smelly diapers. The perfect child is only a click away. All it needs is to be suspended at the touch of a button. It's Child's Play. It's the stress-free solution for career-oriented parents, those struggling to have their own children, or miss having a youngster at home. With unemployment at 37.3%, $7,500 for a child that avoids the dreaded teenage years and shelling out for college seems like a wise investment compared to the $350,000 over 17 years. Plus, it doesn't have to be a lifelong commitment.
Oh my god.
But sociologist Mary Wallace argues that, how is that any different than a pet, though?
It's very different from a pet.
You think so?
Yeah, because it's not a child.
No, but I'm saying, like... Yeah, I guess, but, like, if androids are, like, quote-unquote human-like, and we want to treat them as humans, like, what's the...
They're saying it doesn't have to be a lifelong commitment, as in they can just throw it away when they're done with it.
Well, obviously that's not a good part, but I
That's
guess...
the part I was upset about.
Oh, okay. But sociologist Mary Wallace argues that these androids are leading fewer parents to have children at a time when our birth rates are already far too low, contributing to what she terms the baby doom. Jason Graff, director of humanization at CyberLife, dismisses these claims as the usual resistance to new ideas, calling these new androids a triumph of humanization design.
They're gonna replace us, and I'm fine with it. Honestly, we deserve it.
We really need the forensics.
Ivanov says, "Niet. Russian president responds to Warren's warnings. Blah, blah, blah."
CyberLife, world's first $1 trillion company. Global population reaches 10 billion.
Okay, clearly there's not a problem with children. Okay, maybe we need to have less.
Well, 10 billion. I mean, I think that depends, though, like, because people don't usually look at, like, worldwide population. They look at, like, population within a country. Mm-hmm. So, like, there could be growing world population, but if, like, the birth rate in, like, a single like, kind of like with Japan,
mm-hmm,
you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so it can affect, like, a single country level, you know?
Yeah, and one of the issues with Japan is they are extremely anti-immigration because they're extremely racist. Like, unbelievably racist.
Mari's half Japanese.
Even if I wasn't half Japanese, it doesn't make them not racist.
I'm just clarifying because you always get people who are like, these two white bitches talking about...
I watch anime and Japan is a magical land of elves. They can't be racist. Trust me, Japan's super racist, and they're very anti-immigration because they're afraid that it's going to make Japan lose its Japanese values or some bullshit, which is why they just want Japanese people to have babies.
Mm-hmm. Following President Warren's demands that all Russian troops withdraw from the Arctic immediately, President Ivanov of Russia has issued a response. Ivanov branded Warren's comments as megaphone diplomacy and said U.S. saber-rattling is the #1 threat to stability in the region. The Kremlin produced a detailed statement outlining Russia's claim to the territory, and Ivanov said he would remind President Warren that the United States is subject to UN conventions like everybody else. The conflict shows no signs of abating.
That's interesting. I like that background information.
So we should probably examine his desk.
This walk speed is killing me. I know it's more realistic, but... Wireless headphones. He's hardcore.
Knights of the Black Death! Heavy metal released in 2001.
I wonder if that's a real band.
What is it? Knights of the Black Death.
Cold coffee, traces of caffeine.
It
Japanese maple, Asia, whatever.
It is not.
He has a bonsai.
Donuts.
Anti-android slogans. We don't bleed the same color. No more androids. Oh, this is evidence, not just like...
Yeah, no.
I was like, wow.
That's not a mood board.
I know, I thought it was this like mood board or something.
No, he's like, this is my Pinterest board.
You know how people just like decorate their office space? I was like, dude, big mood, dude.
Like, wow.
Calm down.
Okay.
Shit. Wait, let's read all of these. If I wanted to be ignored, I'd talk to my ex-wife. Okay. If you're not a bartender, then go away. Is this a mood board, though?
Detroit basketball cap.
Dude, wait a second. I think this is for real. Well, we'll just see.
Yeah,
we'll see.
like
A
Red
good-
Ice Task Force, multi-department unit responsible for the Red Ice network dismantle of 2028.
Okay, so nice girl, asshole, real police, a good cop, not something since 2019, owes me $50.
Matches from Jimmy's bar.
Well, he wasn't an anti-android bar, so. Canine hairs.
Oh, St. Bernard.
Good boy.
Good boy.
It's good to see you again, Lieutenant.
Oh, Jesus. Hank! In my office.
I don't think he's
Should we enter and listen or explore the office? Should we mind our business or listen? What do you want?
Let's listen. Why not?
Okay. Hi.
They're probably gonna. Oh.
Nope, I'm in. Too late.
I've got 10 new cases involving androids on my desk every day. We've always had isolated incidents. Old ladies losing their android maids and that kind of crap. But now, we're getting reports of assaults and even homicide, like that guy last night. This isn't just CyberLife's problem anymore. It's now a criminal investigation, and we've got to deal with it before the shit hits the fan. I want you to investigate these cases and see if there's any link.
Why me? Why do I gotta be the one to deal with this shit? I am the least qualified cop in the country to handle this case. I know jack shit about androids, Jeffrey. I can barely change the settings on my own phone.
Everybody's overloaded. I think you're perfectly qualified for this type of investigation.
Bullshit! The truth is, nobody wants to investigate these fucking androids, and you let me hold in the bag.
CyberLife sent over this android to help with the investigation. It's a state-of-the-art prototype. It'll act as your partner.
No fucking way! I don't need a partner, and certainly not this plastic prick.
Hey.
Hank, you are seriously starting to piss me off. You are a police lieutenant. You are supposed to do what I say and shut your goddamn mouth.
You know what my goddamn mouth has to say to you?
Okay.
Huh?
Okay. I'll pretend like I didn't hear that, so I don't have to add any more pages to your disciplinary folder, because it already looks like a fucking novel. This conversation is over.
Jeffrey, Jesus Christ, why are you doing this to me? You know how much I hate these fucking things. Why are you doing this to me?
It's a mood board.
I've had just about enough of your bitching. Either you do your job or you hand in your badge. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got work to do.
God damn it, you two are gonna work together. This is like an 80s buddy cop movie waiting to happen.
It is. Oh my god. I wonder if we'll get a montage.
I would like to start reviewing the case files. Can you tell me where I
Talk to Hank. Close the door on your way out.
Rude.
Yep.
Have a nice day, Captain.
I like to think that he was just equally rude to the humans, so.
Yeah. I don't feel too bad seeing as how he just talked to like an actual human.
So
and
I'm
he was
like,
arguably more polite to us, so I'm okay with it.
One's a human, the other's an android. What kind of wacky hijinks are these two gonna get up to?
Ooh.
Next on Connor and Hank.
Connor and Hank. Oh, it's like Starsky and Hutch.
Yeah, Connor and Hank.
Connor and Hank.
It's really.
Let's be pragmatic.
What does pragmatic mean?
Like practical.
Listen, I know you don't like me, but we're going to have to work together.
He's just
We'll
staring
both
at
have
his
to make
android
an effort.
hate. Partners.
Now that we're partners, it would be great to get to know each other better.
We're trying so hard.
Is there a desk anywhere I could use?
No one's using that one.
I'll begrudgingly be your desk mate, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put kittens on my mood board.
Should we go see the Deviant?
Hold on. Let's, I'm sure, I don't know. I'm gonna put I love humans on my mood board.
I love humans.
Loves humans.
Oh, look at the... Oh, we can talk to him about stuff.
It looks. I don't know. I feel like he'll get mad at us for like snooping.
I mean,
a dog, right?
How do you know that?
You picked the
Dog has on the
snoopiest
chair.
one.
I don't know.
I like dogs. What's your dog's name?
What's it to you?
I like dogs, dude. That's all I have to...
Sumo. I call him Sumo.
You can never go wrong with dogs.
All right. Let's talk about the other stuff.
You're a Detroit Gears fan, right? Denton Carter scored 53% of his shots from the three-point line yesterday. Did you see the game?
That's what I was watching at the bar last night.
Oh.
Just Hank. I think he thought it was cute, though.
Do you listen to Knights of the Black Death? I really like that music. It's
Okay.
full of energy.
You listen to heavy metal?
Well, I don't really listen to music as such, but I'd like to.
He's like, what?
I like how we're just like up and down.
He's
and
like,
up.
I don't even know. This is like Data trying to make friends. And
I kind of love this though. This is like,
remember at the beginning of season 1 in Star Trek, everyone was like trying to clock Data, and Data was like, I just want to be friends, and they're like, okay. And then by season 3, they're like, Data, oh my god, are you coming to the party? And he's like, yes, I have calculated how to dance.
Yeah.
And they're like, we love it.
I have bought myself a cat. He's like, Spot is great.
A lot of people don't appreciate having androids around. I was wondering, is there any reason in particular you despise me?
I'll chase it up.
Yeah. There is one.
You killed your wife or some shit. Okay.
Have you known Captain Fowler for long?
Yeah. Too long.
Seems like one of those guys who's like, we'll bond by sitting quietly together.
I know.
If you have any files on Deviants, I'd like to take a look at them.
Terminal's on your desk. Knock yourself out.
Missing. The plaintiff reports that he left his android at home as usual when he went to work. When he returned, the android was nowhere to be found. No trace of a break-in at the apartment. The android may have left the home without being ordered to. Suspect. The plaintiff claims to have been attacked by an AV-500 Bloody Blue model android working as a waiter in the Fast Coney Dogs restaurant chain situated at 842 Chamberlain Avenue. The plaintiff claims the android lunged at him unexpectedly and attempted to strangle the man before leaving the scene. The android remains at large. The plaintiff claims to have been attacked by her android, an AP-700 model. The android also trashed several rooms in the house before taking flight. Missing. The plaintiff, the manager of the Eden Club, reported the unexplained disappearance of a quote-unquote sex android model WR400. The android disappeared after accompanying a customer to his home and never returned to the club.
"243 files. First dates back 9 months. It all started in Detroit and quickly spread across the country. An AX-400 is reported to have assaulted a man last night. That could be a good starting point for our investigation.
I guess we don't get to see the dude. I'm sorry.
You shouldn't let your personal situation hamper the investigation, Lieutenant.
You don't know what the hell you're talking about. So why don't you just run your program and shut the fuck up?
I've been assigned this mission, Lieutenant. I didn't come here to wait until you feel like working.
Ooh.
That'll get it going.
Listen, asshole. If it was up to me, I'd throw the lot of you in a dumpster and set a match to it. So stop pissing me off.
But
Things
we
are gonna
did.
get nasty.
But we both like
Lieutenant?
dogs.
Sorry to disturb you. I have some information on the AX-400 that attacked the guy last night. It's been seen in the Ravendale district.
I'm on it.
But we like dogs.
But we both like dogs. I don't understand. Oh, we didn't get to talk to the guy. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Probably gonna lead to some horrible explosion.